Hey y'all, I got an anime channel called MysticSage, where I do anime top 10s, speculations, and more. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch to keep up to date with me, the channel, and even for some entertainment. Links will be in the description below. Thanks guys, enjoy the video. The only thing as exciting as the new Pokemon in a generation is their shiny sprites. In this video, we're going to be covering my opinions of every shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Remember, these are just my opinions, so if you don't agree, that's 100% okay. You can let me know your own thoughts on these shinies in the comments below. Some Pokemon might get a little bit more detail than others in this list, but I'll try to cover what I like or dislike about each color change. If you're hyped for this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you're new to Mystic Umbreon, please consider subscribing. With all that being said though, let's get into it. I think the Grookey line as a whole is pretty great. The shiny changes the green to a more yellow palette. I understand the change they were going for, making it more autumny, but I think I still like the original a little bit more. Flocky is weird because its base color is Grookey Shiny color, and Flocky Shiny is even more yellow. I like Flocky Shiny a little bit more, just because it feels like a more significant change from the original than with Grookey. Rillaboom Shiny looks like a knockoff Super Saiyan 3, but like if Goku grew up in a trailer park and went to the back of a gas station to get his hair dyed. I don't know what it is, but the first stage starters get these weird color changes. Like they don't commit to the change, it just feels off. Reboot's fur gets a lot darker and its leggings turn white. I wish the fur was a little closer to black for more of a contrast, but it isn't too bad. Oh god, what gross shades of brown and gray do they mash together to ruin this Pokemon? Sobble has the best starter shiny. There's a big change with the color where they use a lot more warm tones. The pinkish purplish is a really good shift in my opinion. Same as Sobble, they did a really solid job with these. This is somehow worse. They did a color swap on the whites and blacks in Inteleon's design, and it feels off because of it. I think if they just kept to changing the fins and skin, it might have been a better shiny. This chunky cheek squirrel is made more red, and it's a really clean design. Greedon was made more yellow for its main coat, and a lighter brown for its underside. I think this is another case of them not committing to a color change, and I'm not quite as big as a fan. The bright yellow wings and white belly was a really cool change. It's less edgy, but I'm down for a happy bird. I wish the yellow design stuck around, but the white body is pretty clean as well. It almost reminds me of the Staraptor line a bit more now though. The white becomes silver and it looks like Corviknight is made of steel. Really cool change. Billpug's yellow body and bow tie were swapped to a light purple, and it's super cute. Dottler's shell is made the same purple, and they look really good. Solid change. This genuinely might be one of the best shinies of the generation. I especially like how the eyes look against the purple. It kind of reminds me of Unit 1 from Evangelion, which is always sweet. I'm noticing a trend of making Pokemon white or lowering saturation. It works okay with Nickit, but just okay. Thievul's basically the same as Nickit. It has a white or silver coat, and it's just okay. The flower and petals are totally different colors. It's more cold colors, and it looks pretty nice. Grass shinies are so easy. Make them autumn colors that contrast with the originals, and it'll work every time. It's a black sheep. What's not to love? Wooloo has another of the best shinies this generation. Remember how Wooloo was great? Well, Double is awful. The face just really ruins it for me. It just doesn't look right at all. The bright green is okay. It's a bit too vibrant for me, but it contrasts the orange really well, and the shell looks super good. Dreadnought shiny is gold. Like, not the color gold, but it's really good. They took Shiny Choodle's shell and made it the whole body. They did such a good job on Dreadnought. There isn't really much of a color change here. It's a little more pink, but it's more or less the same. Bolton and Yamper really got no love. Very disappointing. I really like Roly-Poly Shiny. The blue is a big enough change that it feels significant, but it feels like the same core themes are being kept around. I think the blue doesn't quite work as well as with Roly-Poly. The blue stone makes more sense visually than the blue minecart, and it just feels off. Oh, good lord, no. What did they do? Applin is absolutely adorable. I love the concept so much, but we all know Granny Smith apples are the best, so green Applin is top tier. Shiny Flapple is green instead of red, which is pretty cool, but I do wish it was a deeper or more dark green. Appleton is awesome, but the change from normal to shiny is so boring. Just his small little helmet changing color. I love Silicobra, but making the colors muted just makes it feel lackluster. Okay, the gray and black looks so surprisingly cool. Genuinely love the changes made to this. This Pokemon looks really stupid, and I don't know why, but the orange just plays it up even more. I think it's nice. You know, I don't like the original Arrokuda too much, but the shiny's pretty nice. This Pokemon is as ugly as ever, even though he's the superstar on the best team. The Barraskewda shiny is at least better than the original design. I love purple and Toxel's adorable, but the pink might be even cuter. I still like the purple more, but the plate-up cuteness is a great touch. This is so gross. Not as bad as the low-key form, but definitely not as good as the original. Not a massive change, just a blue backing. Not bad, but nothing massive. I like this change a lot. I think the shiny should be the normal form. It is just as good as the original in my eyes. Solid palette swap. Fun fact, octopus is my favorite food, but Graplock doesn't look appetizing. I could see this thing beating the crud out of a fisherman for picking it up. It's an objective fact. Purple and pink are better than purple and blue. Shiny Sinistea is where it's at. Same as before, shiny's better. The shiny for Antenna has more muted colors. It works, but the blue and pink is so nice. Same as with the trim, the bright colors is seen to work better with the cute designs. Hatterene has a more mature design, and I think that makes the muted colors work a lot more. I honestly think I like this more than the original. The bright blue is kind of strange. They just inverted the colors, which is fine, but it doesn't beat the original, I think. Again, the colors are inverted, but with Morgem, it looks a lot better, and the long silver hair is giving me total Sephiroth vibes. Inverted colors to complete the line. I don't think it's better than the original, but it definitely is as good. They both just give off very different vibes. The bright red and blue used in the shiny for Zigzagoon is amazing. It's a totally punk rock design that fits so well. Exactly the same as Zigzagoon. Love it. I think Obstagoon is the worst of the three. It isn't bad, but I really do prefer the red being the main color, and the blue just feels overwhelming with Obstagoon. Galarian Meowth Shiny is a yellowish color. That is a pretty cool nod to the original color scheme. I might not like Persiker as a whole, but I will say I do love this shiny. Super clean. Galarian Corsola is a color swap. The white becomes gray and the gray becomes white. It's alright. I think I like the original a little bit more though. Okay, so I don't know how to feel about this. The black eyes are a cool touch, but it feels like it's too much, like it doesn't fit in correctly. This is among the great shiny quality of Gengar. So noticeable. I get it, ducks are yellow, but like, it's so gross looking. It's a small change to make it more monochrome looking, but I think it's nice. Mr. Rhyme Shiny really plays up the Charlie Chaplin feeling this Pokemon has. I like it a lot. Totally gives me the old time movie feeling. The green eyes are a cool touch, and so is the purple carving on the stone. But the original, this feels way better in my opinion. Way more creepy looking, and I think that's how it should be. Super interesting design overall, and the bright white body with purple runes just works a million times better. It's weird how the color swap works so well with Renarigus and not with Yamask, but wow, does it make a difference. I can't put my finger on it, but I really like Shiny Milcery a lot more than the original, and the black eyes is such a cool touch. I love Shiny Alchemy. The mix of colors is so sweet. The red plays off the black and white in such great ways. Awesome shiny. This is a top tier shiny. This is so good, and I love the bronze color. I cannot say enough of how good this is. Shiny Pinkerton is just darker all around. I like the black body with the yellow mouth, but it isn't bad either way. Snom is so cute, but there wasn't much room for the shiny to do much. That being said, the new color is gross. Shiny Frostmoth is a little more yellowed and green than normal. It's fine, but it isn't anything revolutionary. There isn't much to work with on this Pokemon, but they did a good job, I think. You know, I'm not even mad about this. I like the pink a lot, honestly. It is boring both ways, but it definitely makes it look more like it belongs in a Dr. Seuss movie when it's shiny. I don't really like Morpeko in general, but I think the white belly makes it look a lot better. I love Cufant, but the yellow doesn't work at all. This small change just isn't enough to make the design any better. It's another boring shift. With a more gray and purple color palette, Shiny Dracozolt looks freaking sweet. Like, I know the Pokemon looks goofy in general, but dang, this shiny actually rocks. I think the gray skin blends in too much with the snowy body. The original looks weird, but at least you can see where one half starts and the other begins. Gray, black, and purple work so well together. Shiny Dracovish rocks, and it definitely makes the Pokemon look less like it wants its own miserable life to end. The most normal fossil of the generation, and its shiny holds up, just as good as the original in my mind. Duraludon is pretty cool. It's not a big color change, but it definitely looks more like steel, which works with this Pokemon. The blue is a nice touch. The blue is a lot deeper and it really works. Dragapult Shiny isn't as good as Dracloak in my opinion, but it still is pretty good. The light blue really works. I wish the orange hair was still there, but honestly, the shiny for this Pokemon rocks. The magenta on Zamazenta, though, is absolutely horrible. Like, it looks like so bad and mashed together. The colors bleed into each other and it just hurts to look at. No. The purple and reddish orange works so well in the original because of the contrast, but the weird magenta just doesn't work at all. I can't stress enough how sad this makes me. They gave him his old color scheme. It's fine. Well, this sure is a gross color. That orangey brown just doesn't work, and keeping the green actually makes it worse. The shiny's pretty cute, but I do like the original a lot more. 100% the same with Ponyta. The yellow just doesn't work as well as the purple. The shiny has yellow accents, and they are completely worse than the original. Do you know what is even worse than Shiny Darumaka? Shiny Darmanitan. The green looks absolutely awful. Well, there you have it. All my thoughts on the shiny Pokemon from Gen 8. Most of them are pretty solid, but a few either don't take enough risks or make weird changes that don't fit well. I'm sure a bunch of you disagree, so let me know below what shinies are your favorites. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. If you want to support me even further, consider following my Twitch where I stream a lot of Pokemon content and Nintendo content like shiny hunting, showdown battles, Pokemon Nuzlocke, Zelda, Fire Emblem, and much more. I've also been reviewing every episode of My Hero Academia Season 4 over on MysticSage, so head over there if you're into that too. Want to support me further and gain cool perks? Check out my Patreon. Daniel Leone, Lady Crimson, Memory Martin, The Lazy Leo, Matthew Young, Awesome Lego, Jarrett Weiss Austin, Sudden Grider, Nigma97, and DDD did, and I want to thank them personally for going above and beyond. It means the world to me. I think I'm wrap this up though. I'm Mystic Umbreon, and I will see you in the future for more awesome Pokemon content.